Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Cocktail, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm not too bad. Do you hear me better than on Thursday, was it?
Oh, fine.
Do you hear me better?
Wait. Yeah, I'm here. You?
Okay, good. Just tell me if there's
Hello?
any distortion because Thursday, I don't know, something happened there. Because I have no idea what happened.
Hi, man.
Hello, Miguel.
Are you hear me?
I hear you. I hear you. Do you hear me?
Okay,
Yes.
I hear you well.
Okay, perfect as well. So,
Mm-hmm.
hold on. I need to close this window. All right, so today's topic is about what you do after work. Ivan, I'm going to start with you. Do you have any hobbies?
Yes, I do. Sure. I have a hobby. It's numismatic, but
What?
it's uh, блин, numismatica. I'm collection coins.
You collect coins.
Yes.
What kind of coins again? I don't know. Hold me.
What?
What
One.
kind what kind of coins?
Uh, Coins of the world, of countries.
All countries.
The world. Okay. And
Yes.
is there any reason why you collect these coins? Why do you collect them? Tell us.
I don't know. I just like it.
What's the value of these coins?
Иван, maybe you invest money, как этим образом.
Sure. Do you invest it in something?
No, I just have collection of coins. Coins of some countries.
Hmm.
Yes, and I read about coins. In the coins is story. Coins have some stories about country.
Okay. So these are world coins. Did you have one from Canada?
Uh, May no, I haven't.
No. Tell me if you do because I want to see it. I'll be interested. You have anything from Canada?
What do you want to hear about?
I want to see a coin from Canada. I want to see a world coin from Canada.
I have a
Sometimes we
coin.
get special coins, but it's not a world coin. What else
I have not
What else is
books.
your hobbies? What else do you do in your free time?
I read books.
Okay. What kind of books?
Uh, Как сказать разные?
Different.
Different books.
What's else? Like Tom Clancy books? I don't know.
No, now I have to read only Russian books because I will have exam, and in this exam I'll must write about Russian books.
But is that really your free time? When we say free time, it's not school or any type of robota. It's something you want to do. Do you really want to read these books in Russian or?
Yes, I want to read books on Russian, on English. I have any books in English, and I read it.
You do have books in English or you don't?
I have books. in English.
Well, so what kind of books do you like to read? I mean, I like Tom Clancy. I'm a big. I used to read the Splinter Cell books. Did you ever read those?
No.
Do you
I
know?
read Mark Twain.
Oh, okay.
Mark Twain.
Twain. Everyone's Mark Twain. Yeah.
Yes, I read O. Henry
Mhm.
and Alice in Wonderland.
Alice in Wonderland. Okay, right. No,
Yes.
are you talking about like paper books or on a Amazon Kindle? What kind of books? Are they paper books?
No, it's not so big. But I read books of Tolstoy, and this book is really big.
Yes. Okay. So they're obviously paperback. What do you think about reading on on a tablet or on a phone? Well, what do you think of this? A lot of people do that these days. I don't understand. For me, if you want a book, you have to read it on paper. What do you think about that?
I think what books, paper books is better.
Yeah, you have to touch it, you know. And Miguel, you got your microphone muted. Ivan, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Well, so tell us, what do you do after work? I mean, you have a very sporadic, I mean, a crazy schedule. Do you have like a set schedule where you do something that you want to do, or do you ever get that chance?
After work, I'd like to relax with my girlfriend. Yeah. That's what I'm doing.
That's all? Do you have any hobbies?
Oh, about the hobbies. You know, maybe I like to read different articles on the internet, but it's like it's a hobby, and it's also the things that I have to read.
You have to read.
Yeah.
So what do you try to keep up to date with?
Yeah, the different
What
technologies.
do you try to do?
Modern technologies. Yeah, modern technologies, gadgets, for example.
Gadget? Yeah.
Yeah.
The problem with reading those type of things is like, excuse me, like PC World magazine is you have to keep reading and reading and reading because there's something always new.
That's right.
That's crazy. What about football? Don't you watch football? You're from Dnipropetrovsk, right? So there, don't you? Don't think
Yeah, I watch football, but it's not my hobby. I like to play it, but not to watch. Yeah.
Now the stereotype in Ukraine, this is not from me, but from overseas, it's after work, it's beer and football. Do you think this is just a stereotype, or is this true in like Ukraine?
No,
and
it's
Russia?
stereotype. It's more stereotype.
Well, how many people do you know who do this? After work, it's TV time, and it's time for the beer and the football. Do you know anyone still like this?
Yeah, I know, but it's not like a usual thing. It's just if we have a good match, for example, Ukraine with some famous football team, then they watch these matches. But otherwise, no, it's not a tradition.
Yeah. Just you just hear stereotypes from other countries. Excuse me. What would you like to do more? On your free time? Is there something that you would like to take up, another hobby maybe?
Is this question for me?
Yes.
What else? That I heard like jogging.
Jogging.
Yeah.
Aren't you scared of jogging with stray dogs around? I mean, they like to run after people. They like to run after me.
No, there are no too much dogs in my region, in my part of the town, so I'm not afraid.
You're lucky. You're lucky. You're lucky. And Miguel.
Yeah.
Are you there? Hello.
I'm there.
What do you like to do after work? Is there anything you like to do special? I mean, from my understanding, you have a hectic work schedule as well. Do you have something where at a specific time you have to do something, some sort of hobby or something really important that must be done?
I don't have a lot of time, a lot of free time. I like read books and maybe I go to museum or art gallery.
An art gallery.
Mhm.
How many art galleries do we have in Kiev?
How many?
Yeah, how many? We only have maybe 3 or 4 last time I counted, or do we have more?
If we talk about interesting galleries, it's maybe 3 or 2 galleries.
3 or 2. All right. Okay. All right. What would you like to do? Is there anything special you would like to have more time for? For example, any specific sports? What did you used to do in the past? I mean, did you used to play football or anything?
No, I don't like play football, and I don't see the football on TV.
How
Maybe,
come? Why?
huh?
Why?
It's not interesting for me. I don't know, not interesting. Maybe I go in summer. I like to go to the beach and swim in the river.
Yeah, but that's a season thing. Obviously, we can't go to the beach now. It's very cold outside.
Mm-hmm. And in winter I don't have any возможностей,
Possibilities.
any possibilities to swim.
What about like the polar bear? You know, the polar bear dip. What do they call that? You go in the middle of winter or the New Year's Day and you go on the ice. What do they call that?
Кол это название, морж, как моржи или как?
Я не знаю. Michael, could you explain this question, because I didn't get this.
You go, I don't know how to explain it either. It's like, it's the people in Eastern Europe, they do this around the world. So they, in the middle of winter, they go in the ice or into the water and it's freezing cold and they come out looking like lobsters. What do you call this? I don't know. You know in Ukrainian and Russian. But
Yeah, we call them more моржи.
The people who swim in winter, yes?
Yeah, these crazy polar bears.
It's named in Ukrainian and Russian morsh.
Morsh. Like from Morshinska, no? No.
Yes.
Okay, so in the winter time, are you ever swimming like this in the winter? No.
No. I'm not crazy.
Well, why do people do this? Why do they, in the middle of winter, why do they go out? Have they been drinking too much? Or tell me a little bit someone tell me the history about this polar bear expedition. Can someone tell me?
They think that is полезно для здоровья. Useful for health.
Okay. Ivan, what do you think? You think it's useful for health?
I think it's temperate.
It's what?
They're temperate.
Temperate.
What is it?
Temperate.
And Ukrainian, Russian, please.
In Russia, people do this.
No. Say that word in Russian, because I don't understand.
Закаляются.
Ну, это temperate?
I don't know. I don't know.
Жень, ты не знаешь, как это?
Сейчас посмотрю. I will take a look at the dictionary.
Continue.
Very special words.
Special words. Continue though. So what about in Russia? Continue.
What is the question?
No, about what you think. I was talking to Ivan. What people who do this in Russia again? But I interrupted him.
And maybe that is religious
Religion.
ritual.
Is it religious?
religious ritual, maybe. Как...
Сейчас, крещение.
А как правильно сказать, что это в церкви, что-то там какой-то праздник или как?
Ну, это крещение.
Крещение, вот, да? А это же зимой происходит или нет?
Ну да, это на крещение, это обычно.
Translation, please.
Иван, could you translate to Michael? Про крещение.
Like it's do you know what?
Tradition, maybe.
Yeah, it's like a tradition in Christianity to like. But do you know what baptism is?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So this like when you. Okay, it's not similar, but I can't explain actually this.
Oh, I know, maybe to get rid of the
a,
spirits, the evilness. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, like that. And so, who has tried this? Has anyone tried this? I think it's a sport, maybe in Russia and Ukraine. Is this a sport? Has anyone tried this?
Mm-hmm.
I know. Yeah, I know that my brother tried it several times. Not all the time, yeah. And he's healthy. Huge height, right?
Yeah. I would be concerned about hypothermia. Does everyone know what hypothermia is? Hypothermia. Anyone know what hypothermia is? No?
Yeah, I know, but I'm not sure if this is applicable to this thing.
But if you stay in the water for so long, right? And minus what? What's the temperature?
Yeah, but you are not staying in this water for a long time. You just maybe 30 seconds you are in the cold water, then you come back. You have like maybe some alcohol or I don't know, or hot tea. Yeah, and that's it.
I don't know. What I was watching from Russia, they were in there for 10 minutes and they went back and forth. I don't know what. Or something. That was too much. Hello there. Yes.
Bella.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. How are you? Как дела?
I'm Bella.
Sorry, what is your name? Hello.
Белла, можно на русском языке?
Это ко мне, я просто не поняла, что это ко мне. Здесь так много народу, поэтому I'm Bella. I'm from St. Petersburg. Bella. B-E-L-A.
Bella. Okay.
Yes, I'm from St. Petersburg. As I know, the topic of this lesson is what we are doing after the work. Yes?
After work, hobby, some sort of tradition that we do.
Or not hobby, of home task.
Or home task, sure.
On home duty, on how to spend the free time, yes.
Yes.
What else?
That's pretty much it. I mean, what different people do, from different countries, how they spend their free time, what else people can do to give them ideas as well, because some of us actually don't have a hobby because we're so busy. That's the problem. Tell us. So, Bella, where are you from? Yeah, which country?
Me. I'm from St. Petersburg. I said I have said.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, I said St. Petersburg. I live in the center of the city. By my workplace, my office is situated in Pulkovo Observatory, if you know. It is close to the city, but not in the center. But I live in how to sleep in sleep region, sleeping area, yes. And there are no places, no theaters, but there are many centuries of entertainment, but I'm elder and I spend my free time most of all in home, reading books and listening, studying some subjects. For example, I'm busy with my work very for a long time, and I spend my free time at home doing my scientific papers, writing my scientific papers, and so on. What else do I can add? I have a family, and I have a husband and children, and we sometimes we are going to the movie to see some new movie, and what else? I have a dacha. And
dacha.
Dacha, yes. And, what?
In the village, right?
Yes, yes. And all home time I spent on my dacha. I like all garden work. I like it, and my family also spend sometimes some summer times in dacha, but. I like traveling, and my vacation I spent abroad usually.
Oh,
I was everywhere in Europe. Everywhere in Europe. I was in France and Germany and England, and in USA I was. And I need English for my professional work. Professional work. Yes, I can write my scientific paper, and I can read scientific papers also. But it's difficult for me to understand quick English speech.
Bella, what is
I joined to your group to have some additional experience to understand.
Oh, well, Bella, I'm originally from Canada, but I'm living in Kiev now.
Are you from Canada?
I'm from Canada.
Oh, I have a friend. He's Sweden, but some years he spent in Canada working in Toronto.
Near Toronto.
Yes, and he has a wife, and her relatives lived in Canada also, and 5 children lived in Canada also. And I have a friend from Russia, immigrated from Russia, and she lived in Canada, but now she lives in USA, in New York. Yes, but you have good English, very quickly for me, if I can say.
I'll try to slow down. Now, Bella, how come your English is so good? Where did you learn English?
My English?
Yes, it's very good.
Not good.
No, it's good for me.
Yes, I am understandable for my friends, for my colleagues, but I hard understand you. I can speak with people only that person speaks slowly.
Okay.
Not very quickly. But it is difficult for me because I have no experience for understanding. I have in the Russian environment.
Bella, you were saying about your scientific paper, right? Some research. What is it about? What are you writing about?
My scientific research?
Yeah.
I'm seismologist. I study seismologist. I study earthquakes I study earthquakes of our region, of the Finno-Scandian Shield, Finno-Scandian countries, St. Petersburg region, Baltic Sea, and I study seismic hazard and seismic observation. We install some seismic station to record some earthquakes. We study some prediction, some problem of prediction, but it is impossible, is to be considered, so on.
No, I have a question. So, but why are you interested in earthquakes? Can I ask why?
Earthquake, what?
Why are you interested in earthquakes?
The origin?
Well, origin maybe in general.
In general, no. The origin of earthquakes is very complicated, but earthquakes' origin are connected with faults, with some faults on the earth. The movement of across sliding from the Earth's surface. Sometimes, in the process of this sliding, in the process of this movement, the earthquakes occurred.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and if you have a high level of recent movements of the crust, for example, in Japan, in Mediterranean area, yes, in the area of subduction zones. Do you know about subduction zones? Where the Earth deep under the other plate. Yes, two plates may be joined in different ways. By the way of subduction, on junction, on of rifting zones, and all the zones are the areas of other places where some earthquakes can occur. But sometimes earthquakes can occur in the interplate areas, such for example, Gazli, if you know, maybe in the central and the North American plates can some earthquakes areas, earthquakes focal places.
Like California, British Columbia.
California, yes, because there are transform faults. It is named San Andreas. Do you know? San Andreas faults is the place of great, huge earthquakes. And in Japan, the last. Do you know? Do you remember about great Japan earthquakes? Some years ago, do you know? Because there are atom stations will be destroyed, and nuclear power station, yes, was be destroyed, and they are in the source of radiation now also.
Yeah, there's a lot of leaking stuff going on. It's not the greatest, not the greatest. I definitely don't want to be in an earthquake. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So to go back on topic though. All right. So my new person. Hello there.
Mm-hmm.
Victoria,
can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello. Hi. How are you?
I'm very well, and you?
I'm good. I'm good. Please, I have never seen you before on our lessons. Can you introduce yourself to me? Hello.
Yes. My name is Victoria, and I want to take part in your lessons and to see what is happening there.
And where are you from?
I'm from Simferopol.
Simferopol.
Oh. Did you vote? You have do you have election now? Yes. Tell us about election.
Yes, today we have the elections here, but I'm at home now. I'm already at home.
Did you vote?
Of course.
Have you been in election?
Yes, yes, I was.
What do you think about the situation that happens in Crimea?
I don't prefer to discuss the political situation.
Okay, Michael, then
all right.
guide us through the topic of this class, okay? Let's not talk about politics, okay?
Yeah,
because we are different people from Russia, from Ukraine, from Canada.
from all around the world, right?
Yeah, let's not discuss.
Okay, so after work, so Victoria, tell me, do you have any hobbies? Do you like to do anything special with your free time?
Yes, of course, but now my hobby is my job. My secondary hobby is the dance. So it's my.
Dancing.
I have two hobbies: languages and dance.
What is your first hobby again?
What?
What is your first hobby again?
Languages.
Job.
Okay. So what languages do you know?
I know two languages, German and English. So they are my primary hobbies, I can say.
And may I ask, why did you learn German, for instance?
Why?
Why?
Because I like it.
Okay.
I had choice between German and French, so I have chosen German because I like this language. My mother learned it, so I like this language. So
yeah, I think everyone back in the day learned German, so it was a requirement per se. And how often do you get to practice in German? How often, because this is your first hobby, how often do you get to speak to English with people?
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
How often do you get to speak English with people or German?
Как часто разговаривать?
Sorry, 1 minute.
Like how many times? Like weekly, daily, every day, every month?
Daily.
Daily?
Daily, yes.
Huh? And you said so. Your second hobby is dancing. Can you tell us a little bit more about it?
Somebody has a cell phone.
I'm not a professional dancer, but it's my hobby. I can't say something special about it. So it's my secondary hobby, and I enjoy it when I have free time. But I have no much free time, so it remains my secondary hobby.
Okay, but what do you do regularly? Like when you get home, do you have anything you do that a routine? I'll write it down for you. Do you have any routines that you have when you get home? Can maybe someone translate routine into?
Виктория, вопрос понятен примерно, или вы просто не услышали?
I can't hear you. I'm sorry, but
Michael was asking.
I think that it can be connected with our elevations, but today the internet is not very good. I'm sorry.
Yeah, can you hear me now? Michael was asking you about. Yeah. Michael was asking you about the routine that you have, like the usual things that you are doing during your day.
I'm completely the ordinary person. So
what is ordinary?
I have I do things that the ordinary people do regularly. I can't speak some special about me.
Okay, about myself. Okay.
About my routine, if you are interested in it.
In what? My what? You said?
If you need to know something about my routine, I can say that I am a rather ordinary person. So
Okay, fair enough. Hey, going back to Ivan, are you there? Can you hear me?
Am I?
Hi. So tell us, come on, give us a little bit more detail about your routine, your daily routine. Tell us.
My?
you need the details.
I need details. I'm very interested.
Okay.
I get up
I
at
usually
7
get up
o'clock.
at 6 o'clock. I'm going at work. So I spend the
I
whole
take a bus. I take a tram.
Yes. It's my routine. It's the routine of almost all the ordinary people, I think.
Okay, but you say you keep
I
saying
can't
ordinary.
say that I can say you something extraordinary one.
Extraordinary. Okay, but you keep saying routine. What is not routine, but ordinary? What is ordinary to you?
Ordinary. What I
What's your definition? What is ordinary?
do regularly.
Sorry.
Yeah, the ordinary for me it's my usual. It's my usual way of life, I can say.
Okay. And is there some new hobby that you would like to take up? Anything maybe new in the future that you're thinking of?
I didn't think about it. If you allow me, I can think
Okay, I'll think.
and say
Bella, is there anything new you want to try in the future? Some new hobby? Hello, Bella. Can you hear me?
Oh, what about?
Is there
What?
is there a new hobby you would like to try?
New hobby in my life? About
Yeah,
new
sure.
hobby?
In the future.
In the future, okay. Maybe we will go to France this summer. We will visit some places of border between Germany and France. My husband and I, and try to visit our friend in Germany. He lived in Potsdam. What else? Our plans.
But is that a hobby though?
Hobby. I don't like about hobby, but my hobby is my job, my work. I don't like to tell about hobby because I don't know. I can't tell you about hobby.
Ivan, do you agree? Sometimes for people, their work is their hobby. Do you think that's healthy?
Who? I?
Ivan, well, Ivan, whomever.
Ask again, please.
Do you think if your hobby is your work, do you think that's healthy for the person, or should there be some sort of separation between the two?
Sometimes people's hobbies his work, but
How?
for example, if people Trudaholics. Oh, workaholics.
Workaholics, we call them.
Yes, yes. And work is their hobby. But my work is not my hobby because I have not worked.
Yeah, so because you're still a
For
student.
example, what are you named hobby? What are hobby for you?
For me, maybe sport.
Collecting coins?
Yes, collecting coins, books, and sport.
But what about in the future? Is there something you want to try something new? Because, you know, people, they go through the internet, they read magazines, they always want to try something new. Maybe something new in the future you want to try? Skydiving?
No, I don't think so. I want to make my collection more big than now.
Why? How big is it now?
About 100 coins.
And how much is it worth? Do you know the value of these coins?
Coins, what?
The value, how much they're worth. The value.
Can you write?
Skill coin, maybe it's skill coin, I don't know. I think it's not the value of the coins. Do you want to be like a Scrooge McDuck, you know, from the cartoon DuckTales, where he had all those coins in his basement?
No, his collection is very boring because he have coins, only gold coins, and they look like each other. But I want to have difficult or just
different types.
Yes, different coins. I don't like when I have only that coins. I want to have a lot of.
But do you like put them in a case, or do you frame them, or do you hide them from people? Like how do you store these coins? How do you store them? Do you have to hide them, or I don't understand? Are they very special to you?
Yes.
So what about
why?
What do people? How do they store the coins? Do they put them in a frame? How do they store them?
No, they have special places for coins and cases. Yes, the coins for people who collect it is very special.
Okay. And does the value change over time, or the value's the same?
Maybe for Ivan the collection is priceless. The cena priceless.
No, the coins is not so priceless. It's just coins of countries. It's very interesting when I have these coins and I read about country of this coin. It's very interesting for me. I know about coins and about country.
Ivan, do you have coins from Ukraine?
Of course, I have coins from Ukraine, and I know
How many hryvnias
story. What?
How many hryvnias are they worth?
I don't know how many hryvnias I have, but I know a story about hryvnia. What is hryvnia and what is ruble? Ruble. Рубль-то от гривны пошел. Вы не знаете?
There's
Tell us this in English.
Hryvnia, it was gold, big. It was not coined. It was like stick. It was a gold stick. And
a what?
It was a gold stick. You know?
A gold stick. Okay.
Yes. And people took sticks and chopped it. Chopped one piece of hryvnia, and this little piece called рубль. Они отрубали этот кусок, получился рубль.
То есть гривна это как большое что-то, да, было или как-то?
Да, да, она была большая и дорогая, и когда ее отрубали, конец от гривны, вот он назывался рубль, потому что его отрубили. И вот пошло отсюда.
Okay, very interesting.
And Miguel, anything else you want to try in the future? Something maybe you read or maybe skydiving per se?
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you repeat?
What else do you want to try in the future that you would, do on your free time or after work? Anything interesting that maybe that you have some interest in?
Maybe in future will collect the coins like one.
From which country?
Very interesting, как занятия, как будет занятие сейчас?
Хобби, можно сказать.
Как?
Study.
Study. Yes.
And study the coins?
Ну, занятия, правильно, да? Ну, не занятия в плане занятия, а интересное занятие.
Ну, хобби.
Study. Interesting study. Study.
Да, можно.
Виктория, you think правильно говорить study?
I think that about activity in future, about the favorite, better to say hobby, but not study. Why study?
Well, if you have a hobby, it's
Hobby.
something you do regularly.
Oh.
Yeah, hobby. To study is to study. Like you can study something regularly, but it doesn't have to be your hobby. A hobby is something you like to do. It must be something you like. So that's why I have a. Sorry.
Hobby is a study also.
But I don't know. Like sometimes we differentiate between studying and hobby. Like study, for me, is like working.
Yeah, but if your, for example, hobby is swimming, for example, then it's no study. It's just a training. You train your body, right?
It's training.
Yeah, it's training, but it also can be a hobby when you like to swim.
Yeah,
the study means research. Study means research.
Study means research, right.
Yeah.
When we are talking about money and
but collecting, collection, maybe hobby is collection. Hobby is different.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. Unless if someone's swimming and you're watching them and studying them swimming, okay, then you can study other people. But that person themselves, that's their hobby. Or why would they be doing it? Victoria, so going back to you, what else would you like to try in the future that would interest you? Don't say coin collections.
I have note collection.
Maybe Victoria will interest in the earthquake.
You have very interesting ideas.
Has Ukraine ever been in an earthquake before?
Yeah, in Ukraine was earthquake.
Yes, it's a great Crimean earthquake where was at the coast of Crimea in 1924.
Victoria maybe no. He now is in Crimea. Could you ask?
Could you ask us about this event?
Could you ask us about this?
Do you remember? Your relatives could tell you about earthquakes at Crimea.
Victoria.
No.
You don't know anything about this.
Victoria, you don't remember this?
Yes, I don't remember about it. I was born in 19.
Okay.
19 what? What year were you born, Victoria?
1991.
Oh, okay. You're young. All right, fair enough. Okay. Actually, in Canada, we had an earthquake for 8 seconds, and I remember the whole house shook. when we say it shook, like it moved a lot. And I don't know. I thought someone fell down or something. Like, what's going on here? But it was only for 8 seconds. And on the Richter scale, Bella.
What?
Well, how do you say Richter scale in Russian or Ukrainian?
What is Richter scale? What is Richter scale?
Oh, the rating on the scale. You know, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
И шкала, как его там?
Рихтера? Или как он там, да? Есть такая?
Шкала, в смысле magnitude?
Yeah, the magnitude.
What is the topic? Earthquake?
No, like I'm just saying in Hamilton, on the Richter scale, it was like a 2 or a 3. That's it.
Yeah, it's шкала Рихтера.
Oh, okay. Yes, I can tell about it. There is some specific seismic scales, and macroseismic scales has 12 grades. But Richter scales has 9 grades, up to 9.
2 or 3.
The greatest earthquakes, according to Richter scale, is 9.5, and this magnitude, according to Richter scales, are measured on seismograms according to amplitude of records. And macroseismic scales, intensity scales, are the word, either determined according to how people and building felt this event. About they connected with destroying or feeling of the people, of their behavior, and so on. And I said that 12 grades. The most, the highest is 12.
Highest is 12. I mean,
12. And the Richter scales from -2 up to 9.5.
But what is -2, Bella? I don't
Minus
how can it be?
Is the kind of, but
feel nothing.
The matter is there are many seismic stations now, and they recorded a very, very weak earthquakes. People say now, scientists say now, that we can record now very, very weakly events, and to measure them, the scales was bright, was how to say, I don't know, растянуть.
Spread.
Rad, expand, brighter, expand brighter, and there are such kind of local magnitude. The scale of local magnitude is a continuation of Richter scales to their weak events.
So Bella, you're a scientist, correct?
Oh, yes.
Okay, yeah, it's so much information. I feel like talking, like, you know, it's just it's a lot. It's a lot.
I can see you and don't listen.
Sorry?
No listening, no seeing, no watching. No sound.
All right. So, and Yvonne, is there anything you do differently between like a weekend or Friday and Saturday than on a weekday per se, a normal weekday?
All right, you are talking to me, right?
Yes, I am. I mean, do you ever go bowling like on a Friday night? In North America, we like to go bowling at nighttime.
Yeah, well, it depends actually on the day, but yeah, usually. In the end of the week, for example, on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I'm trying to visit some places like cinema, like bowling, like billiard club, any maybe nightclub. You know, it depends on the mood, on the if I had a hard week or not. You know, but
sometimes you want to stay home. Is that how you feel sometimes?
Yeah, sometimes I want to stay home, for example, with my girlfriend and to like watch maybe some movie or maybe to read something, maybe to discuss something. You know, it depends actually on the mood and on the weather. For example, if the weather is good, for example, like it was 1 week, like on previous weekends, then we had. We took a walk in the park, and because it was really sunny and the weather was plus 15 degrees.
It was nice.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
It was nice. Yeah, but this weekend the weather is not so good. Yesterday we had really strong wind, and that's and that's why I think it's better to stay home. But actually today I'm planning to visit cinema. And there is some nice movie. In
Twister? Twister. You know, like a tornado. Because it was very windy yesterday. It'd be a perfect movie. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Twister movie. Yeah. Should watch RoboCop. And Miguel, how are your weekends and like Fridays? How are they different than the rest of the week? Anything special? Like going bowling or going to the billiards?
No, I don't like going to the billiard or any kind of как развлечение будет.
Entertainment.
Any kind of entertainment. I like read the books on Friday evening and in Saturday it will be repeat.
It will repeat itself.
Yes.
Okay, like that. Not even bowling. I mean, I think I know why a lot of people go bowling to relieve their stress from work. You know, and they have to hit something. So they hit the pins in the bowling alley. You know, and I think it makes them feel better.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Actually, I also like to go sports on weekends. Not only on weekends, but during the week. But on weekends, I can spend. For example, if during the week I can spend 1 hour in the fitness room, but for example on weekends I can spend 2 or 3 hours even there. It's like it.
How do you do that? I mean, this is for anyone. How do you like go for fitness or weightlifting when you come home from work and you're tired? I don't understand the logic behind that.
Yeah, you can go, for example, in the morning. Yeah.
But how many people go in the morning? I mean, when I get up in the morning, I'm tired.
Yeah, you're tired. It depends, like on the person, but sometimes I do that. Actually, now we have rain in Kiev, and the weather is no good.
No. But anyways, like I don't know. I guess everyone here they have a different routine, different hobby. Like for example, in Canada, I think in Canada I could say we're kind of lazy because we just after we get home we sit on the couch and we watch the television. I don't think that's good. How many people just come home, sit down and watch TV? Does anyone just do that? Nobody? No? No? Miguel? Bella, Victoria, nobody?
Ivan, maybe you?
I do it sometimes, but I don't like it.
Well, we have a name for that. Does anyone know the name we call those type of people? No? It's called a couch potato.
Could you write it?
I wrote it.
Couch potato. What is it?
So I don't know why they call it couch is something you sit on, right? Like a sofa, right? Potato, because I don't know, a potato, find it in the village. I don't know. It's just something that sits there all the time.
Yeah,
something that's lazy.
What does it mean? A couch potato, it means that the person who is really lazy, right?
And sits on the couch and watches television all day.
Oh, okay.
So, I don't know.
Do we have couch potatoes here?
What does it mean?
It means when...
Potato.
Yeah, it means potato это как картошка.
Ну,
да,
это понятно. А кауч,
да.
резиновая картошка, кауч это судья?
Не, кауч это как диван.
А, диван.
Да, то есть человек, который... Кауч potato, человек, который сидит и просто смотрит телевизор, ничего не делает. Ленивый человек.
So this is what I do
это
after
просто
work.
идиома, понятно.
Да, идиома.
Yeah, no, I'm not couch potato. I don't watch television. I don't watch TV at all. I hated it. Hate TV.
You hate TV. Oh boy.
I hate TV. I hate TV. I take computer and I have know all about the world only from computer, and TV